The Alawites are an Islamic minority group located in northern Syria. Smaller groups are located in Turkey, Lebanon, and Israel. A problem they face is persecution from other Muslim sects. Alawites believe in a single God with three different components filled by different people in history. The current three components of this God are Ali for meaning, Muhammad as the veil, and Salman al-Farisi as the gate. Alawites still participate in Muslim-related practices such as fasting and prayer, although many Muslims deny that the Alawite religion is similar enough to Islam for them to be called Muslim, basically denying them as a group. Alawites seem to be a combination of Christianity and Muslim sects. Although currently Syria sanctions are creating or worsening problems as the al-Assad regime continues to prosper. Since 2011, there's been a civil war occurring in Syria, which has created a huge refugee population within the country and forced others out of the country into neighborings. President al-Assad continued to bomb his own country of ruling, including infrastructure such as farms and power plants, which are super important for the economy. In the last few months, Syria has encountered its worst food and economic crisis as he tried to keep his power and ruling. Bashar al-Assad is the regime president, which is a part of the Alawite minority group. Others in the country hoped that economic pressure and sanctions would force his Alawite community to overthrow him. But this hope vanished as nothing happened due to this. The economy continues to worsen the longer Syrian territory is controlled by the regime. There is a shortage of electricity, which is affecting the economy as a whole. Businesses are unable to function properly, ultimately causing the economy to fail again and again with no resurrection. Unemployment rates are also rising because of this. Hyperinflation is being stimulated, and there are food shortages causing families to struggle and death tolls to rise. But these problems are not only affecting Syria as a whole, but are negatively affecting Lebanon's banks, causing the United States to impose sectorial sanctions and Russia to restrict the export of wheat to control domestic supplies during the current COVID-19 pandemic. Due to these sanctions imposed, the cost of daily use products have increased about 30%, but these sanctions do have a purpose. They are supposed to obstruct Syria's reconstruction and force the president of Syria to participate in creating meaningful political reforms. Syria needs a lot of reconstruction as a society, economy, and a government. Being ruled by a regime is unhealthy for all three of these points. The civil war continues in Syria, and the minority group of the Alawites continues to remain intact, even with lower numbers as a group compared to other groups. This civil war not only affects Syria, but others surrounding it as well, and action needs to be taken to solve these before these arise into bigger, more complicated issues.